Broncos versus Justin Herbert and the Atlanta Falcons.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
I don't know about you, but I've absolutely loved his consistency throughout the season. Always good, occasionally spectacular, but right now...
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
there. Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 77 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bilal Nichols breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, it's Lock. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Max Crosby. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Atlanta.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. This from 54 yards away. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2. At the Falcons.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
31-yard line.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 11-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard.
Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Broncos.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey on
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Holding. Make it happen. No! We got to do our job, man.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On second down, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 9.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Herbert throwing again. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Complete to number 80.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lock. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On play action, Lock. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Lock now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Lock. And he's got it. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. 35-21, the final score. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Baker Mayfield leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Now, this will make it into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 30.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
46-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Locke working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? From the gun, Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Operating from the gun. Herbert, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. From 8 yards out, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kick is good.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Falcons 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. And the pressure gets to him again.
Drew Locke.
Bilal Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nichols set 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, Locke taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Locke's pass.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 40.
Here's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert now. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21. Falcons 14.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Christian McCaffrey, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. From down near his goal line here, Herbert out quickly to Judy. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Yards to go.
Going right side here, and that's complete. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Christian McCaffrey, 64 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Locke. And this is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Throwing again. Locke. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Locke again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
2nd and 5.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the option, here's Herbert. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Atlanta.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Today's final score, Falcons.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Denver, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA